He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a presence about him, a quiet intensity and emotional depth that made audiences pause and feel every scene more deeply. Aras Bulut İynemli didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He built his reputation role by role, transforming raw potential into one of the most respected acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Aras Bulut İynemli was born on August 25, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Unlike many who plan their path toward acting from childhood, Aras initially focused on education, studying aircraft engineering at Istanbul Technical University. Yet even during his academic years, his natural charisma and strong screen presence began opening doors in modeling and advertising, gradually pulling him toward the world of performance. His acting journey began with the youth drama Oil Bir Geyser Zaman Ki, where he portrayed Mida Karsu. The emotional complexity he brought to the role immediately caught public attention, proving that he possessed rare dramatic instincts even as a newcomer. That breakthrough laid the foundation for a career defined by bold choices and powerful storytelling. Rather than staying within one character type, Aras consistently challenged himself. In Matizm Yüzyıl, he stepped into the historical world as Seyit Saad Beyazıt, delivering a performance filled with intensity and royal conflict. Later, in I Serd, he portrayed Umut Yilmaz, navigating a layered narrative of loyalty, identity, and revenge. The series became a massive success and further cemented his status as a leading man capable of carrying emotionally demanding roles. His transformation into Yamak, Kakavali, and Çukur marked another turning point. The gritty crime drama showcased his ability to portray vulnerability, rage, and responsibility all at once. Yamak became one of the most iconic characters in modern Turkish television, and Aras carried the role with controlled power and authenticity for multiple seasons. On the big screen, he expanded his range even further. His portrayal of a father in the film Seven, Kogastaki Mukay's deeply moved audiences and achieved international recognition through global streaming platforms. The film's emotional weight demonstrated his capacity to connect with viewers far beyond Turkey's borders. Aras's approach to roles reflects precision and commitment. He selects projects that demand emotional transformation rather than surface-level performance. Instead of repeating familiar formulas, he gravitates toward characters who struggle, evolve, and confront moral conflict. This careful balance between mainstream appeal and artistic depth keeps his career dynamic and respected. Off-screen, Aras maintains a composed and private image. He avoids unnecessary publicity and rarely overshares personal details, choosing instead to let his work define his public identity. His lifestyle reflects discipline and focus, centered around preparation, fitness, and continuous growth as an actor. Although his relationships have occasionally attracted media interest, he consistently redirects attention toward his craft. Within the industry, he is described as hardworking, humble, and deeply invested in understanding the psychology of his characters. Aras's influence now extends beyond Turkish television. With strong international streaming numbers and a loyal fan base across multiple countries, he has become one of Turkey's most bankable male stars. His estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from television, film, and select brand endorsements, built steadily through long-term credibility rather than short-lived hype. What truly sets him apart is transformation. From emotional youth dramas to historical epics, crime thrillers, and heartfelt cinema, Aras Bulut İynemli continuously evolves. He embraces risk, seeks intensity, and prioritizes meaningful storytelling over comfort. That determination quietly shapes every phase of his journey. As of 2026, Aras Bulut İynemli stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of depth, versatility, and modern Turkish stardom. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet intensity about her, a mix of sensitivity, strength, and screen presence that naturally draws attention. İlayda Alişan didn't rush into the spotlight. She stepped into it with purpose, gradually shaping one of the most promising acting journeys of her generation in Turkish television. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. İlayda Alişan was born on February 26, 1996, in Istanbul, Turkey. From an early age, she showed a strong curiosity for storytelling and performance. Unlike overnight sensations, her path was built through steady effort, auditions, and smaller roles that taught her patience and emotional control long before major recognition arrived. Her acting career began with minor appearances in television projects, but her first noticeable breakthrough came with roles in series like Çukur and Masumiyet, where she proved she could hold her ground alongside experienced casts. These performances revealed her ability to convey vulnerability and inner conflict with subtlety, a quality that quickly set her apart. The defining turning point in her career arrived with Masumiyet, where her portrayal of Ella Yüksel left a deep impact on audiences. The role demanded emotional intensity, psychological depth, and resilience, and İlayda delivered with a maturity far beyond her years. The performance earned critical praise and firmly established her as a serious dramatic actress. Rather than staying confined to one tone, İlayda continued expanding her range. She reached wider audiences with Seversin, embracing romantic comedy while maintaining emotional realism. Later, her role in Ateş Kuşları showcased a darker, more grounded performance, reflecting her willingness to take on socially driven and emotionally demanding narratives. İlayda's career choices reveal a clear strategy. She prioritizes character depth over trend chasing, selecting scripts that challenge her emotionally instead of repeating safe formulas. This balance between mainstream visibility and meaningful storytelling has allowed her career to evolve steadily rather than burn quickly. Off-screen, her public image remains composed and authentic. She avoids excessive exposure, choosing to let her work speak louder than headlines. Her presence at brand campaigns and fashion events reflects elegance rather than extravagance, aligning with her calm and focused personality. Her lifestyle mirrors this discipline. İlayda values balance, personal growth, and mental clarity. She maintains a low profile, invests time in self-development, and approaches her career with long-term vision rather than short-lived attention. With a growing international audience through digital platforms and streaming services, her influence continues to expand beyond Turkish television. Her estimated net worth reflects consistent work in television, advertising collaborations, and brand partnerships, built gradually through credibility and trust. What truly distinguishes İlayda Alişan is her emotional intelligence on screen. She brings restraint, realism, and depth to her characters, allowing audiences to connect without exaggeration. This grounded approach has become her signature and a key reason for her rising respect within the industry. As of 2026, İlayda Alişan stands as one of the most compelling actresses of her generation, not defined by hype, but by growth, discipline, and artistic intention. Her journey reflects patience over speed and substance over spectacle. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.